Hi friends, welcome to Sindhu English. இன்னைக்கு நம்ம பிஜிடிஆர்பி ஜிகேலேருந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் யூனிட்டுக்கான டெஸ்ட் கொஷின்ஸஸ் தான் பார்க்க போகிறோம். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் யூனிட் ஹிஸ்ட்ரி ஆஃப் இந்தியா. The subheading is Indus Valley Civilization. Which of the following was a major urban center of Indus Valley Civilization? Which of the following was a major urban center of Indus Valley Civilization? The answer is Mohenjo-daro. The Indus Valley Civilization is known for its advanced. The Indus Valley Civilization is known for its advanced. The answer is urban planning. Which script was used by Indus Valley people which remains undepicted? Which script was used by Indus Valley people which remains undeciphered? The answer is Indus script. The Great Bath, a significant structure, was found at which Indus Valley site? The Great Bath, a significant structure, was found at which Indus Valley site? The answer is Mohenjo-daro. Which of the following was a key economic activity in Indus Valley civilization? Which of the following was key economic activity in the Indus Valley civilization? The answer is maritime trade. What material was commonly used for seals in Indus Valley civilization? What material was commonly used for seals in Indus Valley civilization? The answer is steatite. Which animal is prominently depicted on Indus Valley seals? Which animal is prominently depicted on Indus Valley seals? The answer is unicorn. The port city of Lothal was known for its. The port city of Lothal was known for its dockyard. Which of the following indicates the religious practices of Indus Valley people? Which of the following indicates the religious practices of Indus Valley people? The answer is worship of Mother Goddess. The decline of Indus Valley civilization is often attributed to. The decline of Indus Valley civilization is often attributed to climate change and river shifts. Climate change and river shifts. Next topic, Vedic period. The Vedic texts were primarily composed in which language? The Vedic texts were primarily composed in which language? The answer is Sanskrit. Which Veda is known as the Book of Hymns? Which Veda is known as the Book of Hymns? The answer is Rig Veda. The term Arya in the Vedic period referred to. The term Arya in the Vedic period referred to noble or honorable people. Noble or honorable people. The Vedic society was divided into how many varnas? The Vedic society was divided into how many varnas? The answer is 4. Which river was considered the most sacred in the Rig Veda? Which river was considered the most sacred in the Rig Veda? The answer is Saraswati. The Upanishads primarily deal with. The Upanishads primarily deal with. The answer is philosophy and spirituality. philosophy and spirituality. Which Vedic text contains spells and charms? Which Vedic text contains spells and charms? The answer is Atharvaveda. Next one. The Vedic king was assisted by a council called. The Vedic king was assisted by a council called. The answer is Sabha. The main occupation of the Vedic Aryans was. The main occupation of the Vedic Aryans was agriculture and cattle rearing. Which god was considered the destroyer of forts in the Rig Veda? Which god was considered the destroyer of forts in the Rig Veda? The answer is Indra. Next topic, Buddhism and Jainism. Gautama Buddha was born in. Gautama Buddha was born in Lumbini. The four noble truths are associated with which religion? The four noble truths are associated with which religion? Buddhism. Mahavira, the 24th Tirthankara of Jainism, was born in. Mahavir, the 24th Tirthankara of Jainism, was born in Vaishali. The first Buddhist council was held at. The first Buddhist council was held at Rajagriha. Which of the following is a key principle of Jainism? Which of the following is a key principle of Jainism? Ahimsa, non-violence. Buddha delivered his first sermon at. Buddha delivered his first sermon at. The answer is Sarnath. The term Tirthankara is associated with. The term Tirthankara is associated with Jainism. The Buddhist text Tiripitaka is written in which language? அதாவது திரிபீடகம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. The Buddhist text Tripitaka is written in which language? The answer is Pali. Which emperor patronized Buddhism and spread it across Asia? Which emperor patronized Buddhism and spread it across Asia? The answer is Ashoka. Jainism emphasized the concept of. Jainism emphasized the concept of karma and the liberation of soul. Karma and the liberation of soul. Who founded the Mauryan Empire? Who founded the Mauryan Empire? The answer is Chandragupta Maurya. The author of Arthashastra was. The author of Arthashastra was Kaudalya. Ashoka's policy of Dhamma was primarily about. Ashoka's policy of Dhamma was primarily about the ethical governance and non-violence. The ethical governance and non-violence. The Mauryan capital was located at. The Mauryan capital was located at Padaliputra. Which edict of Ashoka describes his policy of Dhamma? Which edict of Ashoka describes his policy of Dhamma? The answer is Major Rock Edicts. The Mauryan Empire declined after the death of. The Mauryan Empire declined after the death of Ashoka. The Mauryan administration included the officials called. The Mauryan administration included the officials called Amatyas. அதாவது அமைச்சர்கள் அப்படிங்கிறது தான் அமத்யாஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. Which battle led Ashoka to embrace the Buddhism? Which battle led Ashoka to embrace the Buddhism? The answer is Kalinga War. ஸோ இந்த போருக்கு அப்புறம் தான் பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா அவர் புத்த மதத்தை தழுவார். அதாவது இந்த போரில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அப்படியே ரத்தம் ஆறு ஓடு அந்த மாதிரி சொல்லியிருப்பாங்க. ஸோ இதெல்லாம் பார்த்ததுக்கப்புறம் தான் ஒரு போர்னால அப்பாவி மக்கள் பலியிடப்படுறாங்க, பாதிக்கப்படுறாங்க அப்படிங்கிறதால இதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து போரே இருக்கக்கூடாது. அதற்கு அவர் கலந்துக்கிட்ட முதல் போரும் கலிங்க வார் தான், இறுதி போரும் கலிங்க வார் அப்படின்னு தான் சொல்லுவாங்க. The Mauryan Empire had trade relations with which region? The Mauryan Empire had trade relations with which region? The answer is Mesopotamia. The famous Sanchi Stupa was built under the patronage of. The famous Sanchi Stupa was built under the patronage of. The answer is Ashoka. Next we are moving to the next topic, Gupta empires. The Gupta empire is considered the golden age due to the advancement in. அதாவது குப்தர்களுடைய காலத்தை தான் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பொற்காலம் அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. ஏன் அதை பொற்காலம் அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க? Because they are advanced in science, art and literature. So the Gupta empire is considered as the golden age. Who was the founder of Gupta empire? Who was the founder of Gupta empire? Chandragupta I. Chandragupta I. அதாவது Chandragupta first. அவர் தான் வந்து founder of Gupta empire. The famous iron pillar at Delhi was erected during the region of. The famous iron pillar at Delhi was erected during the region of Chandragupta II. Chandragupta II. Kalidasa, the famous poet, lived during the region of. Kalidasa, the poet, the famous poet, lived during the region of Chandragupta II. The Gupta period saw the development of which mathematical concept? The Gupta period saw the development of which mathematical concept? Zero. The Ajanta caves are famous for their. The Ajanta caves are famous for their Buddhist paintings and sculptures. Which Gupta ruler is known as Napoleon of India? Which Gupta ruler is known as Napoleon of India? The answer is Samudragupta. The Gupta Empire declined due to the invasion. The Gupta Empire declined due to the invasion by the Huns. Which text was composed by Aryabhatta during the Gupta period? Which text was composed by Aryabhatta during the Gupta period? The answer is Aryabhatya. Aryabhatya. ஆரியபட்டாவால் எழுதப்பட்ட நூல் ஆரியபட்யா. The Gupta rulers promoted which religion predominantly? The Gupta rulers promoted which religion predominantly? The answer is Hinduism. Next topic, Delhi Sultanate. The Delhi Sultanate was established by. The Delhi Sultanate was established by Qutbuddin Aibak. The Qutub Minar was built by. The Qutub Minar was built by Qutbuddin Aibak. Which Delhi Sultan introduced the market control policy? Which Delhi Sultan introduced the market control policy? The answer is Alauddin Khilji. Alauddin Khilji. The token currency system was introduced by. The token currency system was introduced by Muhammad bin Tughlaq. The Tughlaq dynasty was founded by. The Tughlaq dynasty was founded by Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. Which Sultan is known for building canals and irrigation systems? Which Sultan is known for building the canals and irrigation systems? Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Firoz Shah Tughlaq. The slave dynasty was found by. The slave dynasty was found by Qutbuddin Aibak. Which Sultan faced the invasions by the Mongols? Which Sultan faced the invasions by the Mongols? The answer is Alauddin Khilji. Next question. The Delhi Sultanate was divided into administrative units called. The Delhi Sultanate was divided into administrative units, that is called Iqtas. Iqtas. Which dynasty succeeded the Tughlaqs in the Delhi Sultanate? Which dynasty succeeded the Tughlaqs in the Delhi Sultanate? Sayyid dynasty. Sayyid dynasty. Next, ages of Vijayanagara. The Vijayanagara Empire was founded by. The Vijayanagara Empire was founded by Harihara and Bukka. ஸோ ஒவ்வொரு எம்பையருமே அந்த அரசாட்சி இருக்கு இல்லைங்களா, அதை ஆரம்பித்தது ஒருத்தர் இருப்பாங்க. அந்த வம்சத்தில் வந்து தலை சிறந்தவர்கள் ஒருத்தர் இருப்பாங்க. ஸோ அதை நல்லா நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க, சரிங்களா? ஸோ த விஜயநகரா எம்பையர் வாஸ் ஃபவுண்ட் பை ஹரிஹரா அண்ட் புக்கா. த கேபிட்டல் ஆஃப் விஜயநகரா எம்பையர் வாஸ். The capital of the Vijayanagara Empire was Hampi. Which Vijayanagara ruler is known for his military conquest and the patronage of Telugu literature? Which Vijayanagara ruler is known for his military conquest and the patronage of Telugu literature? The answer is Krishnadevaraya. The battle Ittiyad Airways of Talikota is 1565 led to the decline of. The battle Ittiyad Airways of Talikota in 1565 led to the decline of Vijayanagara Empire. இது ஒரு முக்கியமான போர், தலைக்கோட்டை போர் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. 1565. Vijayanagara rulers were the great patrons of. Vijayanagara rulers were the great patrons of Telugu and Sanskrit literature. Which foreign traveler visited Vijayanagara during Krishnadevaraya's region? Which foreign traveler visited Vijayanagara during Krishnadevaraya's region? The answer is Domingo Pease. The Vijayanagara Empire was divided into administrative units called. The Vijayanagara Empire was divided into administrative units called Nadus. The famous Virupaksha temple is located at. The famous Virupaksha temple is located at Hampi. The Vijayanagara rulers were primarily the followers of. Vijayanagara rulers were primarily the followers of Hinduism. The Vijayanagara Empire was in conflict with which contemporary power? The Vijayanagara Empire was in conflict with which contemporary power? Bahmani Sultanate. Bahmani Sultanate. Next, we are moving to the next topic, Mughals and Marathas. So, மராத்தியர்கள் முகலாயர்கள் மற்றும் மராத்தியர்கள் அப்படின்னு வரும் தமிழ்ல. The Mughal Empire was found by Babur. The Battle of Panipat in 1526 was fought between Babur and the Battle of Panipat. இது ஒரு important இது. The Battle of Panipat எந்த இயர்ல நடைபெற்றது அப்படின்னு கூட கேட்கலாம். 1526. The Battle of Panipat was fought between Babur and Ibrahim Lodi. Akbar's policy of religious tolerance was called. Akbar's policy of religious tolerance was called. Sulhul. The Mughal emperor, known for his architectural contributions, including the Taj Mahal, was. The Mughal emperor, known for his architectural contributions, including the Taj Mahal, was Shah Jahan. The Maratha Empire was founded by. The Maratha Empire was founded by Shivaji. The Third Battle of Panipat in 1761 was fought between the Marathas and. The Third Battle of Panipat 1761 was fought between the Marathas and Ahmad Shah Abdali. Ahmad Shah Abdali. The Mughal emperor who reimposed jizya was. The Mughal emperor who reimposed the jizya. ஜிஸ்யாங்கிறது ஒரு வரி. அந்த வரியை திரும்பவும் யார் கொண்டு வந்தாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்குறாங்க. The Mughal emperor who reimposed the jizya was Aurangzeb. Shivaji's coronation took place at. Shivaji's coronation took place at Raighat. Coronation அப்படின்னா முடிச்சூட்டு விழா. இந்த முடிச்சூட்டு விழா எங்க நடைபெற்றது அப்படின்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா Raighat. The Mughal administrative system of land revenue was called. The Mughal administrative system of land revenue was called Shahidari. The Maratha Confederacy was strengthened by the system of. The Maratha Confederacy was strengthened by the system of Peshwa rule. Next, arrival of Europeans. The first European power to arrive in India was. The first European power to arrive in India was Portuguese. போர்த்துகீசியர்கள் தான் முதல்ல நம்ம நாட்டுக்குள்ளார வராங்க. Vasco da Gama landed in India at. Vasco da Gama landed in India at Calicut. The British East India Company was established in. The British East India Company was established in 1600. The Battle of Plassey in 1757 was fought between the British. Okay, another important war. The Battle of Plassey in 1757 was fought between the British and Siraj-ud-Dawla. Siraj-ud-Dawla. The French established their first factory in India. The French established their first factory in India at Pondicherry. Next, early uprisings against the British rule. The revolt of 1857 is also known as the revolt of 1857 is also known as the First War of Independence, Chipai Mutiny, Civil Rebellion. The answer is both A and B. First War of Independence and Chipai Mutiny. Chipai Kalagam அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. The revolt of 1857 began at எங்க முதல்ல இந்த போர் தொடங்கும் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா மீரட். The revolt of 1857 began at Meerut. Who was proclaimed the Emperor of India during the 1857 revolt? Who was proclaimed the Emperor of India during the 1857 revolt? Bahadur Shah Zafar. Bahadur Shah Zafar. அவர் தான் வந்து அப்போ இந்தியாவில் அந்த முதல் சுதந்திர போர் நடக்கும் பொழுது இருந்தவர் அவர் தான். The leader of the 1857 revolt in Kanpur was. The leader of the 1857 revolt in Kanpur was Nana Sahib. The immediate cause of the 1857 revolt was. The immediate cause of the 1857 revolt was. So the Enfield rifle cartridges. அதாவது கொழுப்பு தடவிய தோட்டாக்கள் அதை வந்து ஆங்கிலேயர்கள் வந்து நம்ம இந்தியர்கள் கிட்ட கொடுத்து அதை பயன்படுத்த சொல்லுவாங்க. அதை பயன்படுத்த மாட்டோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு தான் முதல்ல மீரட்ல பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா அந்த துப்பாக்கி சூடு நடக்கும். அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் இந்தியா முழுவதுமாவே வந்து ஆங்கிலேயர்களை எதிர்த்து போராட்டங்கள்லாம் நடக்க ஆரம்பிச்சது. அதுக்கு முன்னாடி வரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா ஆங்கிலேயர்களை எதிர்த்து அங்கங்க யாராவது ஒருத்தர் 2 பேர், அதாவது போராட்டங்கள் தொடர்ச்சியா இல்லாம அந்தந்த குறிப்பிட்ட இடங்கள்ல வந்து என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தாங்க அப்படின்னா எதிர்த்துட்டு இருந்தாங்க. ஆனா ஒட்டு மொத்தமா இந்தியா முழுவதுமே வந்து ஆங்கிலேயர்களை எதிர்க்க ஆரம்பிச்சது எப்போ அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்த 1857. இதுக்கு அப்புறமா தான் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா அந்த சுதந்திர போர் நடக்க ஆரம்பிக்கும். Next, English education and its impact. Who introduced the English education in India through the Charter Act of 1813? Who introduced the English education in India through the Charter Act of 1813? So another important act, Charter Act of 1813. The answer is Lord Macaulay. In the Woods Dispatch of 1854 is associated with. The Woods Dispatch of 1854 is associated with education policy. So, அடுத்த இன்னொரு ஆக்ட், the Woods Dispatch 1854. So, 1813ல மெக்காலே உடைய Charter Act, 1854ல Woods Dispatch. The establishment of universities in Calcutta, Bombay and Madras was recommended by. The establishment of universities in Calcutta, Bombay and Madras was recommended by Woods Dispatch. ஸோ இதுக்கப்புறமா தான் என்ன பண்ணுறாங்க அப்படின்னா இந்தியாவில் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எல்லாருக்கும் முதல்ல படிப்பு தேவை. அதுலேயும் வந்து பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா வுட்ஸ் டிஸ்பேட்ச் என்ன பண்ணுறாங்க, யூனிவர்சிட்டிஸை முதல்ல இங்கேயே கட்டணும், இந்தியாவிலே இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு கல்கட்டா, பாம்பே, மெட்ராஸ் இதுதான் வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் யூனிவர்சிட்டிஸ் அப்படின்னு கூட சொல்லலாம். Woods Dispatch. Westernization and modernization. The Bengal Renaissance was led by. The Bengal Renaissance was led by Rajaram Mohan Rai. The Brahma Samaj was found to promote. The Brahma Samaj was found to promote monotheism and social reforms. Monotheism and social reforms. The Widow Remarriage Act was passed in. The Widow Remarriage Act was passed in 1856. அதாவது அந்த 1856 முன்னாடி இருக்கிற வரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா சதி அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு ப்ராக்டிசஸ் இருக்கும். கணவன் இறந்துட்டாங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் அவங்கள எரிப்பாங்க இல்லைங்களா, அந்த அந்த நெருப்புலயே வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, பெண்கள் அவங்களுடைய மனைவியும் வந்து விழுந்து இறந்துடணும். உடன்கட்டை ஏறுதல் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அவங்க உயிரோட இருக்கும்பொழுதே கணவன் இறந்துட்டாங்க அப்படின்னா, உடனே அந்த பெண்ணும் இப்போ இறந்துடணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. சதி அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு ப்ராக்டிசஸ் இருக்கும். அதை வந்து முற்றிலுமா ஒழிக்கிறதுக்கு காரணமாக இருந்தவர் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ராஜாராம் மோகன் ராய் தான். ஸோ த விடோ ரீமேரேஜ் ஆக்ட் வாஸ் பாஸ்ட் இன் 1856. Birth of Indian National Congress and the freedom struggle. The Indian National Congress was founded in. The Indian National Congress was founded in 1885. So another important question. The Indian National Congress was founded in 1885. Next, the first president of Indian National Congress was. The first president of Indian National Congress was Umesh Chandra Banerjee. Umesh Chandra Banerjee. The partition of Bengal in 1905 was announced by. The partition of Bengal in 1905 was announced by Lord Curzon. The Swadeshi movement was launched in response to. The Swadeshi movement was launched in response to partition of Bengal. Partition of Bengal. Okay friends, so first unitல 100 questions நாம பார்த்திருக்கிறோம். நீங்க இதே மாதிரி ஒவ்வொரு யூனிட்டுக்குமே நான் வந்து questions கொடுத்துட்டு இருப்பேன். ஸோ கீப் இன் டச். அண்ட் இது வரைக்கும் நம்ம சேனலை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணாமல் இருந்தீங்கன்னா மறக்காமல் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிடுங்க. ஐ வில் மீட் யூ ஆன் செகண்ட் யூனிட். தேங்க்யூ ஆல்.